Just got off work and ready to peel out. Feels good to be off. It was a good day at work. I went in this morning. You have to walk through the break room to get to the time clocks. And it was like really crowded this morning. But like most people were sitting down and out of the way. Believe it or not. Like normally everybody's kind of like gathered up exactly where you need to pass through to get to where you're going. Today, people were on the left, people were on the right, but nobody was in the middle, so I got to stroll right on through. But when I went through, some guy was a few feet in front of me and he kept looking back. Like every couple of steps he'd look back. And finally, when I got to the time clock, he was like, I don't know you or nothing, but when you walk through, you just look like you're in the middle of a video shoot. It's like, you're so pretty. And I was telling my homeboy Cat Williams, I was like, this is why my head big. I just thanked him and everything, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. And he was like, I saw you do like a little move on one of the times when he looked back, which I did, but I rubbed my stomach. But I rubbed my stomach because it's a pregnant girl that I'm real cool with. And, she's about to pop any day now. She said this is going to be her last week. She's beautiful. I love her. But anyway, so when I saw her, I don't really like to yell out. Most people, they know I got like a little sign for them or something. I'll make a video, I guess, about that. But anyway, so when I saw her, I just rubbed my stomach. But he just turned around to see it right in that moment. I ain't doing nothing else really special or whatever. But the setup, I guess. Then I was thinking about yesterday, I meant to mention I had moved to a different line, and I did say that I went to a different line or whatever, but we were encouraging each other. But what I liked is one of the ladies was like, if you don't mind, excuse me for a second. Now, in other words, translation, if you don't mind, I'm gonna go in beast mode for a second. I was like, yes, girl, yes, go into beast mode. You know what I'm saying? And so she, commenced to pretty much do the work of two people for like an hour straight. I kept checking on her every 10 minutes, you good? You good? She was like, yeah, you okay? Basically, she kind of was making my position a little bit more boring. But because she asked and she kind of warned me, you know what I'm saying? And what I liked is she didn't wait for me to go in beast mode to start competing with me. She was feeling herself, which is what I wish more people would do. Don't feel diminished because you see me. You know what I'm saying? Find your own little confidence or what have you, and build that, And so she just commenced to going to beast. She was doing her thing. I started mimicking her. Other people start mimicking her. Then somebody else wanted to go into beast mode. You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't looked at as, I'm doing more work than you. They were taking pride. And, this lady's been here longer than me. And she used to be kind of bored with it and all that. But you know what I'm saying? I like to put fire in people. Just because work doesn't have to be boring. Of course. But, anyway, then today, I needed a break from my regular partner because, like I said, I don't know if she either don't have my back or don't know when to have my back. Now, she is a whole different culture and everything, and she's been through a lot, she's basically in this country and would rather be back in her own country, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to be, too hard on her, but, at the same time, I guess I feel please don't be petty. Please don't. It's not enjoyable. I'd rather just, switch partners, than deal with pettiness, per se. I'm trying to get to a point where I just work alone. There are certain positions where you kind of just work alone. And I like that because I just feel more free. I don't have to consult. I don't have to is it you or is it me or, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you're almost finished. I need 40, you need 10, and it's well, who cares? I guess, it's the next time I go for a job interview and they ask me, you prefer a team or single? I'm gonna say single. I can do teamwork, but I prefer single because I feel like the next person, as a rule, ain't gonna care like I do. You know, a job well done makes me feel good. Okay. All right, I'm rambling. I want to get in the car. I want to drive. Trying to survive on 95.